Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here. Man, it's been rough out there lately. This amount of stuff that I'm showing you here, although it might seem like a lot of stuff, actually came over the course of basically the time since my last video. So pretty strange, because usually I'm finding stuff on a daily basis or other daily basis kind of thing. And lately it's just not been like that for me. It's been pretty dry out there. So let's take a look and we'll see what I got recently. I think I picked up some pretty quality stuff, despite the fact that some of the days that I went out there this week, just there was absolutely nothing out there. So, or if there was something out there, that people got it before I did. So here's what we do. Let's get started. First thing I'll show you here actually is not a video game, but just a super cool series I love. Found this Blu-ray at the Goodwill and just figured I'd pick it up just for the simple fact that I love this series. I don't really collect like physical videos and stuff like that usually, like Blu-rays and stuff like that. I don't normally do it, but I just saw this and for the price I figured I'd pick it up. It's The Walking Dead complete first season. For that I paid $4, or $4.04 rather, so I thought that was pretty good. And it's totally complete, which is really nice, and these discs are in immaculate shape. They're really beautiful, so I thought I would pick that up. Definitely worth it, even though I'll probably watch it digitally on a device that I picked up, the whatever it's called, free-for-all box type thing. So, you know, still pretty cool. I do love the series so much. It's one of the only TV shows I actually watch, so that's that. Moving on from there, I also at the same time picked up WWF No Mercy for the N64. Now this one here has a price on it of $5.05, but I actually got this for $4.04. For some reason she charged me $4.04 for it instead of $5.05. So a pretty cool deal for that game right there. Nothing super special, but it's been a while I think since I've actually picked up an N64 title for the collection. This is something that I didn't have. They had another title there, but again, for the $4 it wasn't really worth the other title that was sitting there, because it was another wrestling game, and it was really just like a couple dollar title that was sitting there, so I didn't even bother picking it up. But somebody bought it because it's not there anymore. So let's move on. Let's see here. What's the next thing I picked up from, and I'm trying to remember this now, I think it was the actual same store. So I think I got the Walking Dead and the WWF game there on the same day, and then I picked this up on a separate day for $5.05, Grand Theft Auto 4. I love this game. It's not super valuable anymore just because the new one came out, but it's totally complete and has the map and everything like that. And the disc on it is like near perfect, so I thought I would pick it up just because I love this so much. I already have it in my collection. I just, for some reason, I couldn't leave it behind. So still awesome find right there, I think. Pretty nice deal as well for that. And then moving on, I walked into, I'm trying to remember what order this came in actually. I walked into the pawn shop because I was having such a horrible day, a couple of days actually, and I picked up a PSP game, which is Crazy Taxi Fare Wars, and this was only $3, so couldn't turn it down. There it is. You know, it's totally complete. The UMD on this one, the plastic part seems a little scuffed up, but the actual game disc itself looks pretty decent, so hopefully it'll be all good to go and everything like that. I think it should be. If not, I'm pretty sure I can return it there if it doesn't work out. So pretty cool. Love Crazy Taxi games, by the way, on the Dreamcast. Never really played beyond that, so I'll have to check that one out and see if I like it. It might actually just be a reboot of the original. I'm not totally certain about that. You let me know if you ever played it and what you think of it, though, that's for sure. Another game that I had in my collection, but I just thought this was a good deal for it. I don't think they realize that this has a little more value than what they're pricing for it. Usually their games are completely marked at market prices kind of thing, like eBay almost prices, sometimes even a little bit more. but sometimes they slip, and I think this was one of the ones that I think they were slipping on, because I'm pretty sure this is worth over $10, you know, out there. And I already have it in my collection. I got it from the same place, so the other one I think I got for $5 as well. They just keep marking this game at this price, so that's what I'm going to go with on it, but it's Supreme Commander. I can't recall or not if the one that I have is complete or anything, but this one here is, so that's pretty awesome right there. That has one hefty manual. I don't think I've seen a manual quite like that before. That's pretty large. And then the disc is in relatively decent shape. It's not perfect, but it definitely will play. It's just got a few minor scuffs and things on it. So that's that there for $5. Didn't think I could turn that one down. I'll probably end up trading off one of the copies, obviously, that I have of this, but still for $5, great deal. So that was sort of one day. I really went into that pawn shop, picked up these two titles, and that was my finds for the day after hitting up every single thrift shop. It was just a really, really sad day on that one, and other days I found absolutely nothing. But moving on, things got a little bit brighter today, actually. I walked into a Value Village and I found a GameCube title, nothing super stellar or anything like that, and the price is a little overpriced, but I was driving around all over the place and I had to pick up something basically for all my time, and I do like this series. I've never seen this game before, never played it before, but it seemed pretty interesting to me, and it's Army Men RTS, the real-time strategy version of Army Men. So pretty cool, you know, GameCube title, never seen it before, like I said, so that's cool. And it's totally complete, although that's the, you know, cautionary booklet, but the manual is in behind there. And you know, something I thought I would get for sure. And the disc is in pretty decent shape. It's not too bad. Probably just needs a good cleaning, and it'll be good to go. Case is in good shape too. And for that, though, I paid $7, which is usually beyond what I would normally pay for a game, but that's the way that goes. Moving on from there, I went into the Goodwill today, and again, there wasn't a whole lot there. There were some sports titles and stuff like that, but that's about it. But I did find, and it wasn't even in the gaming section, a Skylanders Portal with 3 characters on it. I already have these characters in my collection. These are from the original series, and just give me a second because I'm going to rip this all open right now. Alright, so there's the Portal right there. It's actually the Wii version of it, that's why it's wireless. So this works, I guess, via, what, Bluetooth? I don't know, whatever. So there it is there. It may be something like that, or it might need a receiver, which it says is stored inside, so I'll have to check that out and see if the receiver is actually in here. That's something of interest, I'll have to see. Feels pretty hefty, so there's probably batteries still in this thing, which would be kind of cool. Maybe they're rechargeable, I have no idea. Moving on though, it's got the 3 characters here. There's Spyro, and then Trigger Happy, and then Gil Grunt. So those 3 were in there. They look like they're in pretty decent shape and everything like that. These are the first series ones, if you don't know a lot about Skylanders, and these actually were the starter pack. So basically, somebody has unloaded their starter pack minus the game and the 3 characters, and that's all there. Now, I already have all this stuff in mine, except for I don't have this portal, but honestly, how many portals does one person need? And I don't really play this game on the Wii, but the price on this was absolutely phenomenal. It was $2.52 for all of that, so I wasn't going to turn that down. That's pretty awesome. I'll trade that with somebody if anyone's interested. Let me know, because I already have all that stuff. I just, for that price, I mean, that's just amazing. Moving on from that, I went back into the pawn shop today because, again, that was the only thing, 2 things that I found was that Army Men game and the Spyro thing. So I had a little bit extra time because if you're not standing in a cash line trying to check out, you kind of get a little extra time. So I walked back into the pawn shop, and glad I did. I found a couple of titles that are pretty interesting. The first one here is Silent Hill Downpour, and I got this one for $6, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. And the fact that it's complete and everything like that. The disc on this, I believe, is pretty much perfect. Yeah, it's like really perfect. So, you know, $6 for that. I'm a huge Silent Hill fan, and I do want to check this out. I don't know if it got wonderful reviews or anything like that, but I'll leave that up to myself to sort that out. Now, I think I have this game, and I'm trying to remember, but I think I have this on the Wii already. But obviously the PS3 version is going to be a little bit superior. So that's pretty cool right there. And then the find of the day, I guess, even though that Skylander thing's pretty awesome, is this game right here. And I love this store because they always price their sports games at like $1 or a couple bucks, and they don't necessarily realize the value of them. They just think they're all basically the same, and for the most part they'd be right, except for when it comes to this series right here, which is NHL Hitz 2003. Now this is in pretty rough shape, but when I tell you the price, you'll probably figure out why I did that. I'd like to thank Caleb Keeler, probably in my area, for taking this in and pawning it off. But the disc on it is kind of rough. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty scratched up. I mean, some of it looks like it can be cleaned off. It should play. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but we'll have to see. The inside of the case is dirty and everything. Like, it's pretty nasty here. But the thing is, with that, I paid $1 for it, 99 cents for this game, and this is not like a super sought after game, but it's definitely worth more than $1. So I think I already have it in my collection, so this will probably just end up being trading fodder after I clean that up a little bit. And now this is actually the most amazing find, and I didn't even find this. My wife found this. She walked into a Talese, not the one that I usually go to because I'm not in the area this one is. She walked into the Talese in Brampton and was looking through the games for me. She was at a store that was like next door or whatever, some crafting store, and she said, oh, I'll pop into the Talese and see if they have any games that I'd be interested in. And she looked through the games that they had. She's like, sports titles and stuff. She knows not to bother with those kind of things. But she texted me about this, and I said absolutely to pick it up. It's a copy of Mario Kart Wii, and this here is factory sealed, so it's never been opened, which is really awesome. And the funny thing is, I didn't have this game in my collection yet because locally, this game's going for about $40 at Best Buy, brand new. And even as far as taking a look at like ads and stuff like that on Kijiji or whatever, never found it in a thrift shop yet. So those kind of things, they've all been like $30 and up kind of thing. She got this for $4.99 at the Talese. They charge her just like a regular game. They didn't mark it up because it's a Mario thing. Unlike what Value Villages are doing these days, all their games are always $4.99. So that's what I got this one for. Really wicked deal. Super pleased about that. I don't know. I don't really even want to open this just because it's worth more sealed, and down the road it might be worth it a bunch if it's sealed. Maybe I can find an open copy, but as it stands though, I do have this game finally in my collection, and I already have the steering wheels and everything like that to go with it. So that's pretty awesome right there. Really happy that you managed to stop in and find that, because you don't see something like that every day. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.